part of you. Every time you play far-reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is big. Pick yourself up once more. Pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's coming out, can you hear them screaming
Everybody, welcome back to the final episode of BattleBots Reborn Cup. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
He's excited. You excited? I'm excited. This is exciting.
Tito, you excited?
You excited? Oh, he's not even there anymore.
No, that's okay.
Well, I'm excited. You're excited. He's excited. Tito's excited. He's under the table, actually.
Oh yeah, he is.
Alright, well, we have some interesting fights tonight. I think Nick wants to touch a little bit on the bracket.
Yeah, let's go look at the bracket one final time because we're at the Final Four stage. In tonight's episode, we will crown our Season 4 champion. And one of these bots will win it for the first time. Everyone making their first appearance in a semifinal. Cobalt, Lucky, Y-Pout, Tombstone. I think maybe one name you would have expected to be here when we started the competition, and Tombstone is here. But the other three are ready to put up a fight. Everyone dying to get the giant nut. And it's going to be a fun night to see who actually gets it.
Indeed. Well, I said last week that I was rooting for Lucky, and he's in the first match of the night. So we have Cobalt versus Lucky. Throughout this tournament, we've seen Cobalt win in many different ways.
Yeah, we've seen him have a good back and forth battle between Yeti. We've seen him dominate the likes of Hexadecimator and Spitfire. And last round against Barangoat, it was a grind. He had to hold on and keep just plugging away, but he got that shot at the end that got him here, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Lucky's got the size and power against Cobalt. Will that be enough?
Gotta be smart, you gotta have the brains, you gotta know that you gotta pace yourself a little bit, keep your wedge in front, and know that you can take a couple shots on the wheels and get away with it, but just be careful. You can't lose the wheels like Bronco did.
Well, let's see whose strategy is gonna win out. Down in the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! Introducing, in the red square. Remember in Season 2 when he lost to a one-wheeled Surgeon General? Well, maybe a title will make you forget. It's Cobalt! In the blue square. Without fortune, without a fluke, he destroyed the bracket like he had a nuke. Now he's back for a little more. Welcome to the Final Four, Lucky!
We're just about set for the start of this match, but before we begin, let's review the rules for this competition. As always, fights consist of a single 3-minute round where bots will attempt to destroy or immobilize their opponent. Should the match last longer than 3 minutes, our panel of judges will score it based off these categories: 4 points for damage, 5 for aggression, and 6 for control and strategy. Judges have also been instructed to offer leniency towards bots with non-damaging weapons in the damage and aggression categories when possible. Pins cannot last longer than 11 seconds, and should a fight be halted due to a Fusura moment, it'll be restarted if the fight was stopped before the 2-minute mark, and sent to the judges if after the 2-minute mark. Let the bot battle begin. Semi-final time for these two machines, their first ever. Lucky knows the task at hand is a very tough one. He's already on the run as Cobalt gets a couple shots. Cobalt teeing off on that front right wheel of Lucky. And Lucky is having a lot of trouble getting underneath.
Lucky needs to do something quick if he's going to be able to survive this match.
Lucky is in a constant state of retreating, constantly backing up as Cobalt continues to pick him shot for shot. It looks like Lucky finally is able to try and fire the flipper, but he misses. He's quickly running out of time in this fight.
Cobalt's been hitting Lucky's right side since the very beginning of the match. I wonder when it's going to start to give in.
Good tactic of dividing and conquering when it comes to the wheels, and now Lucky's in trouble. Look at the smoke pouring out. Now he's lost the head of his flipper. It's all starting to fall apart quickly for him. Cobalt can taste a finals place as he continues to charge. Can he finish Lucky off? Lucky pins him against the wall.
Looks to be just maybe one or two more hits and Lucky's out.
It's survival mode for Lucky and it's failed! Cobalt's in the final! Let's take a look at the highlights of this fight. It was domination by Cobalt and Lucky could not keep up.
All Lucky really needed to do was get underneath him and stop running away, but he couldn't seem to get either of those concepts in his brain.
And Cobalt will advance to the final, where he awaits Y-Pout or Tombstone.
And you said because Lucky lost. I'm gonna take that as a yes. You'll be okay.
This brings it into the second match. Quite ironically, Y-Pout versus Tombstone. Y-Pout has so far beaten 2 horizontal spinners this season in Mechavore and in Mo.
Yep, and of course he beat Mo last year. He doesn't always seem to have a problem with horizontal spinners, though in Season 2 he found a way to lose the Ice Wave. So more often than not he's comfortable, but it's unpredictable.
Well, Tombstone will have seen these results. What lessons can you take from them?
Remember what I said when Y-Pout and Mo fought? Hit him against the grain. Hit him against the grain. Hit him against the grain. Tombstone surely is smart enough to understand this. So I expect him to win. Mo, take some damn notes.
Well, let's see if Tombstone can follow some advice. Let's go watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's robot fighting time! In the red square, he'll kick, scream, and shout until you're down and out. Without a doubt, he'll win this bout. It's Y-Pout! In the blue square, the hits from his bars make Lil Dicky look like MGK. You'll be MIA after fighting Tombstone!
And let the bot battle begin. For the right to face Cobalt in this year's final. Tombstone greeting Y-Pout, and the two are teeing off quickly here.
Will Y-Pout's normal strategy of just standing in place work? There are pieces littered all around.
I see a lot of teeth on the ground from Y-Pout, but Tombstone lost a chunk of blade. There goes another piece off Y-Pout.
I don't think Y-Pout has any of his weapons left, and he's smoking.
And Tombstone's gonna finish him! What a fight! Well, not a lot of action to show from this quick fight, but let's take a look at the highlights. Tombstone picking Y-Pout clean and getting all the teeth.
Yeah, all Y-Pout really needed to do was get a good few hits in, but he couldn't seem to get the chance.
Tombstone books his place in the final, where he'll meet up with Cobalt for the second straight year.
So the Season 4 championship is set. It will be Cobalt versus Tombstone in the final, a rematch from last year's round of 64. Boy, has the stakes been upped this year. Gonna be fun to see that rematch.
It is indeed, but we have some special things to show you in the meantime. We have a Rumble, Huge versus Mauler versus Megatento. What do you think of the season's Rumble participants?
Wacky, and I love it. We've got Huge, who's got the big ass wheels. We've got Megatento, who half the time doesn't know what he's doing. And Mauler, who often gets very, very lucky It's a wacky combination, but it's a Rumble. It's supposed to be wacky. It's going to be fun.
Fair enough. All right. Well, who do you think is going to win?
I think Megatento. I think he's going to do a good job of trapping Mauler, flipping him over, and then Huge won't be too difficult because maybe Mauler will take him out first.
All right. Well, let's go see.
Rumbles are fun.
Yeah.
And let the Season 4 Rumble begin. Huge versus Mauler versus Megatento. It's Megatento and Huge that clash, and there goes one of Megatento's eyeballs sent to the ceiling by Huge.
Mauler, meanwhile, was just hanging out in the corner, letting them do their stuff.
Another piece comes flying off of Megatento as it's Huge who gets the bright start here. And now Mauler in a position where he can finally get involved as Megatento goes to meet him.
Megatento almost flipped him there, actually.
Mauler needs to create some distance to get the flails back up to speed. We've seen what can happen when vertical spinners stop his blades. Huge now has made his way back towards the other machines. Mauler got a nice shot there on Megatento and caused some smoke.
Yeah, Megatento's just getting beat really bad.
And now Huge is going after Mauler and losing chunks of the left wheel and getting sandwiched as Megatento comes in on the backside. And now Huge is going for a ride on Mauler. I don't think that was part of the script. Now Huge rolling away as Megatento moves in on Mauler. Ooh, pieces go flying off of Megatento, and now Mauler is stuck on his side.
Is this going to be the end for Mauler?
It's practically the end for Megatento, who is now apparently weaponless. Mauler's still spinning on his side, and we wait to see what's going to happen. He normally gets out of these situations, and he's out of that situation again. And Megatento's lost a wheel all of a sudden. Huge coming in and causing some huge damage.
This is all in shambles.
So many pieces on the ground, mainly from Megatento, who is pretty much out of it at this point. Mauler appears to be missing both of his flails as well. I don't even know when he lost those. A minute left or so in this fight, and it's Huge in the ascendancy. Mauler practically weaponless. Megatento, a lot of pieces missing off of him.
Yeah, it seems Megatento's just struggling to stay alive. Oh, and Megatento seems to be out now.
And the floor spikes having their say in this match. Megatento flipped. Wasn't going to do much more anyway. And that leaves it between Mauler and Huge. Mauler doing everything he can to stay up to speed. Huge is missing a pretty decent chunk of his left wheel. Oh, Mauler spinning out of control. What did he do there? Huge still with his weapon fully intact and is able to cause some damage to Mauler.
It looks like Mauler has all of his weapons gone.
He's just a sitting circular hockey puck at this point. Bumps into Huge. We're in the final 10 seconds. This one's going to go the distance. It's tough to call, but I think Huge is going to get the victory here, and that is the end of the fight.
Well, that was an interesting Rumble.
It was fun. I like that.
Yeah, well, we have one extra special thing tonight. Yay, you. We have Lucky versus Y-Pout. It's the first ever third place match in BattleBots Reborn Cup, added in after higher demand.
Yeah, last year, like a lot of you guys said you wanted to see third place matches, so we put that in and then threw in the Rumble because we like you guys.
Well, this will be Y-Pout's first ever match against a flipper. How do you think he'll do?
Can't wait to find out, actually, because it's against a good flipper. Lucky, he's got a good wedge and he's got the pace to easily get under Y-Pout. I don't expect this going well for him at all, honestly.
Alright, well, let's go see if he can succeed.
Yeah.
And let the third place consolation begin. And a good shot early from Lucky, and he nearly ended it in 5 seconds again.
Lucky needs to get a little lucky now to be able to get that shot off again.
Well, we've seen this many times from him before, these one-shot KOs. Of course, beating Bombshell and Son of Whyachi in about 5 seconds or less. And now Y-Pout getting the hammers up to speed a little bit, and he's starting to catch Lucky's left face there. Lucky trying to build some momentum in these drives he's gotten under Y-Pout, but no luck than what he had on that first hit.
Y-Pout's pretty much hoping that Lucky can't get under him because he can't move away fast enough.
Ooh, and I think Y-Pout, and sure he did. He got the head of Lucky's flipper, and Lucky comes in again, and he's flipped him over this time. He finally got the shot.
Incredible.
And Lucky can celebrate. Y-Pout is down. His first match against a flipper ends in defeat. It's bronze for Lucky.
Let's take a look at the replays here. Not too long of a match. In all honesty, what did you think about it, Nick?
Well, I loved Lucky's perseverance. He knew he had the favorable weapon matchup. It was only a matter of time. Took some damage too, lost the head of his flipper, but he still found a way and deserves third place.
Well, commiserations to Y-Pout for giving a good run.
And now, drumroll please, we have Cobalt versus Tombstone. It's a rematch from last year's round of 64, where Tombstone won by knockout.
And not only did Tombstone win it by a knockout, he won it by a comfortable knockout. He had the reach advantage on Cobalt, popped off his motor. It wasn't really a contest from start to finish.
Well, who's improved more since last season?
You know, man, they both made some big strides. I don't know, Tombstone's gotten far in tournaments before, so I think you might have to say Cobalt. He's a lot quicker, a little more compact, and he's got a much better weapon. Still got the exposed motor, which could be an issue, though.
Okay, well, I would have to agree, actually. I am rooting for Cobalt to win. What about you?
I would love to see Cobalt win. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Tombstone, because he still has the reach advantage, is going to find a way. But that doesn't always help Tombstone. We've seen him against other bots, and he gets kind of flipped around easily. He's got those exposed wheels. That could be what gets Cobalt the title here.
All right, well, let's go watch the final match.
Introducing, in the red square, qualified with no fault, in record time with no halt. One last hurdle, he'll go vault, 'cause this year belongs to Cobalt! In the blue square, sorry England, the only thing that's coming home with Cobalt is shame and disappointment. Here to send fans wild and win the title, it's Tombstone!
And let the championship match begin. A rematch from last year's round of 64 between these heavy-hitting machines. But now a title on the line in Season 4.
Is that already smoke?
Smoke from Cobalt, pieces from Tombstone as the frame starts to fall apart pretty badly. Cobalt trying to keep his distance. He knows Tombstone's reach advantage could be a problem, but they strike again, and part of Tombstone's blade's on the ground!
That's incredible!
Tombstone up against it, but Cobalt in major trouble as well! And the weapon is off of Cobalt!
That's amazing that Tombstone was even able to do that with half of his weapon gone!
And that will be the hit that seals the title for Tombstone! He's won it!
Well, there's not a lot of replay to look at there. Tombstone lost half of his weapon and then remarkably took off Cobalt, sealing the deal.
Well, not the first time that Tombstone has been in a bad spot this season, but he showed us what champions are made of. He found a way to come back and give the dagger into the heart and the weapon of Cobalt. The title is deservedly his.
Alright, everybody. Well, there's the results. Tombstone is the BattleBots Reborn Cup Season 4 champion. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? But it's kind of sad to see it end.
Congratulations to Tombstone. You had a magnificent campaign overall. A lot of different stuff happened this year. It was a lot of fun to watch. And hey, we're going to have a great Season 5. I can't wait for that. Join us in a week's time. We're going to do the Cup Summary video live so that I personally can talk to you guys about some of the good, bad, and changes that we'll do from Season 4 onward. But until then, I am the Nick.
And I am the Sam.
Reverse table flip. Bye! Cue the trophy celebration.
Presenting your BattleBots Reborn Cup Season 4 champion, Tombstone!